let's talk about the dash cam that's made for rideshare drivers. Nexar. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to the RideShare Guy. And that's right, we're doing a dash cam review. We're going to be talking about the Nexar dash camera, and it's a camera that is made for rideshare drivers. Now, I do want to thank Nexar for sending me both the cameras, and I do also want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. So this is a cool camera. There's actually three actually, but there's two that we'll recommend because they're a little bit cheaper, and the top of the line is really great if you want 4K and all that good stuff. But we're going to focus on the other two. There's a forward facing only. So if you're a driver looking for dash cam footage to be saved or whatnot, just for fraud or accident purposes, or maybe you're a fleet of vehicles or you drive commercially or whatever it might be, that's great for that. Also, it's great for food delivery driver. And then there's also the camera that is made for rideshare driving, which is the forward facing and interior cabin facing, which is great for rideshare driving. You definitely need something that is going to record in the car, whether it's just audio and whether it's just looking at you from your phone. It's not really good enough. You need a dedicated camera that is going to pick up your passenger seat, the back seats, and everything that's going on within your car, especially if you're driving passengers around. So let's take a look right at the camera first. All right, so this is the packaging it comes in. There's the camera itself. And then also you get the Let's Get Started guide and the power, which is nice because it comes with a trim remover right here. And then it also comes in with some wire holders and it can organize. Now, what's cool about this is it actually uses your OBD reader, which is your computer. So when you have to go get your check engine light checked out, that's what they plug it into. So this actually gets power straight from that. And the best part is you don't have to worry about tying it into some fuse or anything like that. So you just plug it into your OBD sensor and you're good to go. Then just hide the wires and it's right there for you. This is the camera. This is the Beam2 Mini. And this right here is the Beam2, same sort of packaging. And the camera is right here. So you can see you got the interior facing and the forward facing. So you got both cameras right there. Now, one of the good things is it's very simple. It's very easy to install. Honestly, if you know how to pull a couple of things off, like your rubber around your door, if you know how to get wires hidden a little bit, it's perfect. My suggestion is start where the camera is, go into the headliner, go down the A-pillar on the driver's side, and then hide it behind that because you don't want wires fumbled or anything like that. Now for me, I got it up and running literally in under 2 minutes, but I've also had several experiences where I've pulled panels off of cars, where I've put wires behind cars, whether it's for gauges, whether it's for subwoofers, running wires, running specialty things. So I have really good knowledge there. But honestly, a layperson who may not know, you could probably get this running in about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I'm not going to go over all the specs and everything. I'm not going to go over the price. All that stuff I'm going to leave right here on the side. So if you want to check it out, you're able to. Also, if you want to go check it out, link is going to be in the description below. And trust me, if you don't have a dash camera yet, this is definitely a great dash camera. I highly recommend it. I've tried several different dash cameras. This is definitely at the top of my list when it comes to recommendations. It depends on what you want to go with. Like I say, if you're a food delivery driver, if you're a commercial driver for insurance purposes, fleet owner, something like that, where you don't necessarily need to record inside the car, well, then go with the forward-facing one. If you are a rideshare driver, you need the forward-facing and interior-facing, because it's going to record everything inside the camera with the microphone, with the video, so you can go over everything. It is a LTE connected camera, so that means it goes right to the cloud. There is a storage on the camera itself. You don't have to worry about the SD cards, fumbling with them or anything like that. Literally, it's all in the camera itself. And you can select what version you want with the gigabytes storage. It's pretty cool that way. And what's really nice about the camera too is, like I say, when you turn your car on, it turns on, it starts recording right away when there's movement, but when there's no movement, it's still on. It's still able to get power from your OBD. So it just is able to do quite a bit of different things. Now, as being an LTE camera, there is going to be a subscription that is going to be the month, and that's basically to be able to store the footage on the servers as well as transfer that data. One of the good things about a dash camera is that you're using it for business, so you could potentially use it as a tax write-off, including the monthly subscription as well. Now, I'm not a CPA, but you can talk to a CPA for more information. Now, the app is also really cool because it is LTE connected. So that means that you are able to watch your camera from your phone. So let's say your camera is moving and you're at home. What's going on here? You can actually plug right into the camera and see what's going on. You can also see who's in the car. So yeah, it's quite cool that way. It also alerts you and gives you a notification if you turn that on to let you know when the car is recording. It gives you all that great information. If it gets into an accident, you can select your contacts for emergency and it will automatically contact your emergency contacts.
Right now, $5 to get one. High impact detected. Notifying your emergency contacts in 30 seconds. Tap the power button to cancel.
So yeah, if there's an injury where you are injured, maybe you're knocked unconscious because of an accident, you know, it's got you covered there. So it can definitely alert your emergency contacts, let them know what's going on, and be able to help if necessary. Now, another great thing is because there's no SD card, you don't have to fumble with it. So what I would do after every single shift, I would take my SD card out of my camera, scrub through all the footage, save all of the footage of somebody in the passenger seat, and then I would be able to go back and put it back in. And this could take time depending on how long I was out or how many rides that was going on. You know, if I was out for 15, 20, 25 rides, that does add up, trying to scrub through that footage, find all that footage, and then, you know, cut it to that point. No, this is simple. All you have to do is go on your app, go on your phone, and then if you want to save that footage, you can save that footage right from the app itself. So it's pretty cool that way. And then that way, you don't have to worry about it. It's so much simpler. It's so much easier. And what's nice too is the app has GPS. So it shows where your vehicle is, where the camera is at any given moment. So if something sneaky is going on and you wake up one day and your car is not there, and you're like, where's my car? You can open up the app and say, hey, police, guess what? There's my car. Go get them. Hypothetical, of course, but yes, that is something that is pretty cool. Not only that, it is going to record, it's going to go LTE, and it's going to transmit the data right to the app, so you are able to access it. So if anything happens, it's recorded on camera. Now, another cool feature, and this is something that I've liked on other cameras, is they've been coming out with things called 3-channel dash cameras. So you have a forward facing, you have an interior facing, and then you have something going out the rear of the car. And what's really nice is you can actually add the rear view camera if you so choose. So you can pair it both with just the forward facing. So you can have a forward facing and an exterior rear facing, or you can do it with the 2-channel dash camera that's forward facing and cabin facing, as well as have a rear external camera, which means then it becomes a 3-channel dash camera, giving you full peace of mind when it comes down to it. So these cameras are definitely versatile and they can fit your needs depending on what you're looking for or what you need specifically. Now, if you don't have a camera and you're a rideshare driver, food delivery driver, commercial driver, whatever it might be, you definitely need a camera. There are so many reasons for it. One can be just insurance. So if you own a business and you use your car commercially, or you have a commercial vehicle, they may want you to have a dash camera, or could give you better rates for having a dash camera, because then it's going to record what's going on. Not only that, if you're a rideshare driver, you need a dash camera. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You need one in today's way. It's just the way it is. You need something that's going to be forward facing, something that's interior facing, that's going to record the interaction between passengers and the driver. So you definitely need a dash camera. And this is one that I do suggest. And remember this, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is worth 1,000,000 words. Again, if you're looking for a dash camera and you want to get the Nexar one, link is going to be in the description below. If you use code RSGNEXAR, you're going to get $10 off your purchase. So make sure you use RSGNEXAR or code RSGNEXAR to be able to get that. Again, link is going to be in the description below with that code right there for you. Now, if you have any questions about the Nexar dash cameras, make sure you put them in the comments below. And are you using a Nexar dash camera? What are your thoughts? Put them in the comments below. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next one.